Hi, I'm Diane Slerney. I am the author of several books for children and teens, including the Eighth Day series and my book that's coming out this fall, Eleanor Alice and the Roosevelt Ghosts. Um, I'm also a former fifth grade teacher. I used to teach reading and writing and history. So today I'm going to tap into some of my former teaching skills. Hopefully, I still have them. And we're going to do a lesson on how to write a good, spooky, creepy scene. If you haven't already watched the video where I do a read aloud from Eleanor Alice and the Roosevelt Ghost, I'm going to suggest that you stop this video now and go to that read aloud and listen to that one first, because that scene that I share is kind of an example of what I want to teach you to do. So once you've watched that, you can come back here and we're going to talk about how to make a spooky or a creepy scene or story, the whole thing. One of the first things, of course, you want to do is you want to scare the reader. In order to scare the reader, you have to scare the characters. And you have to show us that the characters are scared. You can't just tell us that the characters are scared. For example, if you write a sentence that says, Mary was scared to enter the haunted house, you're not only writing a kind of a dull sentence, but you're not convincing us that Mary is scared. We want to see Mary scared. For example, a sentence like this. Mary's hand trembled as she reached for the knob, and the screeching sound of the rusty door hinges chilled her blood. In this sentence, the action is more interesting, and we also get a sense that Mary is scared because we can read her physical reactions. Think about the physical reactions that you have when you are scared. I'm sure you've all seen a scary movie or been in a thunderstorm. You've got goosebumps on your arms, your hair stands up on the back of your neck. You might be shivering, your pulse might be pounding, your muscles are coiled as you get ready for a fight or flight response. Those are the things you want to put in your writing. Your characters are going to have to experience those reactions, and as we, the reader, read about them, we're going to feel a little bit of that scariness too. Step 2 of writing a spooky or a creepy scene is to build mood. Mood is the feeling that you get from the writing itself. And one of the things that you can do to build mood is to carefully choose the setting of the scene that's taking place. Now, if you take a field full of flowers on a sunny day, it's going to be really hard to scare your characters or your readers with a setting like that. A lot of times a spooky story is going to take place in an attic or a basement, a dark forest or a swamp. You can abandon buildings. Cemeteries are great places to scare your readers. And sure, you can do a field if you want, but why not make it a cornfield in the dark? So choosing a perfect setting is important. Also, consider using weather. A lot of young writers don't realize just how much weather can play into the mood of the story. We all know that thunderstorms are scary, and thunderstorms are great weather to have in a spooky tale. Who doesn't flinch when the thunder crashes right over the roof of your house? But it doesn't have to be a thunderstorm. Blizzards are good. Blizzards are cold. You can't see. You can't go outside. Very scary. Fog is scary. You can even use heat. Imagine that your character is up in an attic during a heat wave, sweat rolling down their face, their mouth is parched, they're dying of thirst, and there's a ghost they have to deal with. So you can always use temperature and weather, wind, hail battering the windows. These are all things that you can use to put in the background of your scene to make it all more scary. So your writing assignment today is going to be to write a spooky, creepy story, or even just a scene from a larger story. We're going to want one to be at least 300 words. It can be longer, but it needs to be about 300 words in order to actually really scare us. And in the story, you're going to try to show character emotions using physical reactions. We want to see their teeth chattering. We want to hear their pulse pounding. We want to feel the hair rising on their forearms because they are scared. Also, I'm going to ask you to try to build mood either with the setting of the story or weather in the story, or both. Now, if you already have an idea for a spooky tale you want to write, go for it. If you're looking for more guidance because you don't have an idea, you are welcome to set your story in the same world that I set my book, Eleanor, Alice, and the Roosevelt Ghosts. In my book, it's a version of our world where everybody knows that ghosts are real. And there's 3 different kinds. There are friendly ghosts. They like to interact with the living. Maybe they want to be your friend. Maybe they play pranks on you. Maybe they just hog the TV remote. Second kind is an unaware ghost. The unaware ghosts do not know that they're dead, and they might wonder what you're doing in their house. The final category of ghosts is vengeful ghosts. Vengeful ghosts want to hurt you. Vengeful ghosts will hurt you. So you are welcome to take those 3 ghost characters if you like. Imagine that a new ghost has appeared in your house and you have to figure out what type of ghost it is and whether or not you can coexist with this ghost in the house or whether you have to flee the premises. So, good luck with your writing, and I would like to invite you to enter a raffle to win a free signed copy of the hardback version of Eleanor, Alice, and the Roosevelt Ghosts when it comes out this September. All you have to do to enter is go to the contact page on my website and send me your finished story after you've worked on it and polished it up. On May 1st, I will randomly choose one winner out of all of the writing samples that I received, and I will notify you by the email address that you've used to send me the story. So check with your teacher or your parent to see which email address you should use when you send the story. And hopefully if you're the winner, you will enjoy the book in the fall. And I hope that you will enjoy writing the story as well. Don't scare yourself, or maybe you should. So, happy writing, spooky writing.